you, my lovely cousin, Miss Andrea Duque, for my assignment number 2 for Communication 3.
Hello there, I'm Dea. I graduated from La Consolacion College. I took up business administration, major in computer science. Currently, I'm working as an account officer in an IT company. The company's name is Integrated Computer Systems. I've been there for about 18 years now.
Okay. So for our first question, why did you choose this field?
Actually, I did not choose this field. It was my parents' decision to take up this course. At the time, the demand in IT business and as well as the sales or commerce course was very high at the time. So this is not really my choice. I really wanted to get into an architectural course. Unfortunately, since I need to follow my parents, so I did.
Okay. So as you have mentioned, you wanted to take up architecture. So if you were given the chance to take it as a second degree, would you grab it?
Of course, definitely, because that's my, I have this kind of love in designing.
Okay. So let us talk about now about ICS, your current company that you're working for. So how did you end up with ICS?
Actually, ICS, after I graduated, I think I had, if I'm not mistaken, I had 3 to 4 jobs. My first job was at Home Cable as an customer service representative. At the time, I had my plans already. Since commerce should be like sort of management and stuff, so definitely focus should be on sales. But at the time, I don't know anything about sales. So before I end up doing sales, I need to be, I need to perfect my customer service skills and other stuff, marketing strategies. So my first plan was to get into a job which will cater those skills. Okay, so first it will be Home Cable. I learned to be customer oriented at the time. Second was second and third job was in marketing. I was a marketing officer, both jobs. And then when I learned marketing strategies, and then I felt that I'm already ready to be a sales agent. So I tried to apply in different sales companies. So I ended up at ICS. So when I was hired there, I felt a little strange, but then of course money talks. So I tried to be successful.
So aside from the money that, as you have said, you chose ICS because of the money. So aside from that, what other things that you have seen in ICS that you wanted to work for them?
Well, honestly, it's so petty because of the location. I never knew anything about ICS. I got 2 or 3 job offers at the time. So 2 were from Ortiga Center, and then ICS is from Greenhills, which I'm near. So I chose ICS. And at the time I was young, so I never thought of anything like I need to be in this kind of company, I need to be in a very stable company. I never thought of that. So basically my decision at the time was just the location. I'll wake up early, no, not so early. I'll wake up late, and then my transportation will just be one ride, and then that's it. I'm done.
Okay. So let us talk about ICS. So can you tell us something about your first year with them?
First year with ICS was a bit struggle. Actually, not a bit struggle. Let me rephrase that. A huge struggle because, as I've said, I'm not really into sales. Well, I'm just talkative. I don't know if I'm friendly, but I don't know, I have this kind of attitude that I can build rapport immediately with someone. So I took that advantage. So, well, at first it's really huge struggle because I need to get 30 accounts per day because I'm in a certain group like prospecting group, and you need to close a deal immediately. So we were given yellow pages. I don't know if we still have right now the yellow pages. And
Is this like the directory for...
Yes.
Okay.
That's the yellow pages. There are companies in there. So you need to pick 30 companies in one day to call, to prospect. So that was a huge struggle for me. And of course, since I don't have any experience in sales, I really had a hard time to close one. That's it.
So with the challenges that you have mentioned earlier, how did you cope up with them?
Well, I don't have any choice, of course, because I love the location. So at the time, of course, it's really hard to, it's not really practical if you're not gonna stay in a certain company. So at the time, I feel that I don't have any choice. So I think this is a good company. I want to end up here. I want to grow old here. So that's it.
Okay. So before our interview, I checked your Facebook account and I saw that you have received numerous awards in your company. Can you tell us about what was your most memorable award that you have received from them?
Okay, my most memorable awards actually. I was one of the top sales executive, and I received incentives such as travel trips, trainings, and well, for more than or for 40 years of ICS, we never got we never tapped a huge company here in the Philippines, which is SM, and I'm so proud to say that I was able to get that one because of my connection. And after that, I worked with that company, and then everything was a history already.
Okay. So, what was your inspiration for these awards or for working harder?
Okay, actually, good question. I don't have any other inspiration except for money. I really want to get rich. Basically, money. It's all about practicality. Because when I entered sales 17 years or 17 to 18 years ago, my first or second month, I already got a commission. So aside from the basic salary, I had an immediate commission. So it's really an added bonus or an added income, which is really huge compared to my commission is bigger than the salary. So that is the motivation that made me strive more.
So aside from the money, as you have mentioned, are there other factors that inspired you?
Yes, I need to meet my quota because I want to go to different countries. I want to be included in some trainings. Our principal normally, HP is our principal. Epson is one of our principals as well. I want to go to Japan. I want to go to Singapore, which is the head office of regional office of HP. So that's one of my motivations too. I want to be involved in the product itself. So I want to attend some trainings outside the country.
Okay. So you mentioned earlier that when you started, you were required to have 30 accounts per day as a quota.
Yes.
How about now? Are there...
No, I don't have any well, I have a quota in terms of numbers to be achieved at the end of every quarter.
How many was that?
Well, it's huge. Like I need to meet at least 24 million per quarter.
Okay.
It's a huge quota compared to my colleagues. In terms of accounts, well, I don't have any quota anymore because I'm handling key accounts already. I'm handling institutional accounts. When you say institutional accounts, these are the huge companies already. If you have institutional accounts, you cannot handle prospecting anymore because you'll never you'll never have time to do that, the prospecting. And my account, like SM, is one of the top or key account of our company. SM consists of 250 small accounts or affiliates. So handling SM alone is really difficult already.
Okay. So aside from working with ICS, I heard that you're also working online. Can you tell us something about it?
Yes, I just recently hired as an English teacher, online teacher. I started last June. Well, basically, I applied for financial reason.
Okay.
I want to I want to have an additional, though ICS is paying me so much. The compensation is not bad at all. But because of economy right now, and I have 2 kids to feed, so I need to work harder. So I decided to apply, and I was hired last June as an English tutor.
Okay, actually, I was the one who introduced Rare Job for Miss Andrea. And with my experience, working online is quite hard because you
True.
need to balance the time, because you're only allowed to, sorry. You're only allowed to teach students at night time. And you also need to have a stable internet connection, in which I believe in the Philippines we have a quite slow compared to other countries. So, can you tell us about the experience that you had with Rare Job?
Okay. When I was hired last June, I was really so excited. Since I'm into sales, I gave myself a quota. I need to have at least 70 to 100 plus students or lessons per month, which was not really attainable during my first months. It was a struggle because, they don't know me. I don't know them, of course. It's my first time. It was my first time. I don't have any experience into teaching. I don't have much students at that time. So I think during my 2-3 weeks of teaching, I was about to give up already. And there were times that I need to skip my lessons. But then, bills came in, of course, as I've said, financial reason. So I don't have any option but to go back. So I tried my best. Come July, those students that I met last June, they trusted me, and then they booked me regularly. And then I felt that the schedule and the materials, as well as the communication, rapport, is kind of like not a struggle anymore. So it became an I don't know. I became happy, basically happy, and then I enjoyed teaching. So right now, I'm still teaching. From the 2 hours that I started, right now I ended up opening a lesson like up to 8 to 10 already. So it's very rewarding, of course. I can see my students from the beginner that they cannot speak at all. Right now, they can speak, I don't know if fluent? No, not fluent. Decent speaking already. Rare Job offered me for full time. I accepted it. They also offered me to go business and junior, teaching junior class. Unfortunately, when I asked my students, my regular students, they requested me not to take those. So, and of course, I learned to love them. So I opted to stay in my regular students.
Okay, as you have mentioned, you only work for Rare Job as a part-time.
Yes.
So basically, after working with ICS in the morning and then going home at night, you're going to work for a Rare Job. How do you balance your work?
Well, I don't have any choice. For practicality reason, 8 to 6, yes, I work at ICS. Before, I go beyond 6. I need to finish my presentation so that the following day I will have a lesser work. But now I go home 6:01 immediately. I need to go home, and I'm just near from work, so I'll just have at least 30 to 45 minutes drive, and I'll start immediately at 7:30 or 8 o'clock. How can I balance? How do I balance? I plan. I do have schedule. I need to follow my schedule, definitely. So Monday to Friday, I have this kind of schedule. I'm a single mom as well, so I need to take care of my kids too. So I also have a schedule to follow for them to, so that I can take care of them as well as their lessons. So I think that's the balance thing, if you want to define that.
Okay. So, since you're working in the physical and online world, what were the differences that you have observed between the two?
Actually, huge one. In ICS, with ICS, the work is more of like logical, strategical. You do some presentation. The lead time or turnaround time is normally a week before you close a deal, before you get the money. For a rare job, you don't need to think. You don't need to decide. I don't need to approve anything. I don't have a boss. I just have to follow the materials. The materials were complete. It's complete already. It has answers already. So I don't need to think. What I need is just to deliver, and proper way of teaching. That's it. So it's way different. I need some time doing my work with ICS. Unlike this one, it's just easy because of the materials.
Okay. So, before we end this, I would like to ask you, what are the advice or what advices can you give to students or other people that would like to take the same field as yours?
Okay, well, basically, if you noticed from the start of our interview, I said this is not my thing. I don't love commerce or any kind of management course, but here I am. I don't know if you're going to call me successful, but for myself, yes, I can say that I'm successful. I was able to attain the goals that I need to. I was able to go to different countries because of my field. Well, maybe because I learned to love what I do. I took advantage also of my skills, like my communication skills. I talk too much. I'm talkative. I'm friendly. I can build rapport easily with anyone, any kind, any type of people. So I suggest that you learn that. You need to expose yourself to that kind of skills. Because if you're gonna be shy, it's not smart. It's not smart to be shy. Okay, even my kids, I tell them always to be smart all the time and not to be shy. Go out from your shell and learn to love your job. And if you land a job, make sure that you know very well your product, your norm, your process, because you won't be able to deliver well if you don't know anything about it. So learn and love.
Okay, so as we end this, I would like to thank Miss Andrea Duque for giving me the chance to interview her for my assignment. And I hope you also learned a lot from her as well, that I have learned a lot from her, since she's my cousin and I know some background or other things, and this allowed me to know more about her as a working girl and a mother for the two kids. So I hope you learned a lot, and see you next time for my next assignment. Bye!
Bye!